Hello there, Fro here again with another weekly football pick video, recapping week 5 and picks for week 6, and another bad week. Went 7-7 this week, got some close games wrong. What are you going to do? Let's get right into it. New England, Tampa Bay on Thursday night. I picked Tampa Bay to win, and how? They had every chance to win that game, missed 3 field goals. Winston looked horrible, and they still only lost by 5 to New England. Got that one wrong, but New England, I don't know. You don't look right. You don't look like the powerhouse that everybody thought you were going to be this year. Tampa Bay, I don't know what to make of your team either. Winston is the most inconsistent quarterback in the league. He's still young, and I think he's still going to be a pretty good quarterback, but I think he needs some crab legs after that game. Buffalo versus Cincinnati. Take Buffalo. And like I said, Buffalo's just one of the teams I don't know what to think about them. And they lose Cincinnati. Cincinnati won 2016, and Cincinnati's back in that division race now after starting off 0-3 and scoring 0 touchdowns in 3 weeks or whatever. They're right back in it. Barn burner. Jets at Cleveland. Picked the Jets to win, and they won 17-14. And the Jets are 3-2 and tied for the division lead. Welcome to the 2017 football season. Carolina at Detroit. I picked Detroit to win, and they lost 27-24. They were getting dominated for most of this game and made a game of it, and just couldn't finish the comeback. And Carolina, I'm sorry, Cam. I still think you're close to the end of the road, and you're a douchebag, but you've played well the last couple weeks, and Carolina's playing well right now, so. Good for them. Got that one wrong. What are you going to do? Tennessee at Miami. I picked Tennessee, and Miami won 16-10. What a horrendous game. If you paid money to go to that game and see Jay Cutler take on Matt Castle, I feel sorry for you. You should ask for a refund or for eye surgery, because that probably just, wow. I blinded you. Got that one wrong, but wow. That was an awful game. Chargers, well, speaking of awful games, Chargers at the Giants. Chargers won this game 27-22, and the Giants lost their entire receiving core. I picked the Giants to win, by the way, and they lost. So that's another one I got wrong. And wow, Giants 0-5, and OBJ's out for the season. Brandon Marshall's out for the season. Dwayne Harris is out for the season. Woo! Call up Tio and Ochocinco. Make it fun at least. Make it interesting. Arizona at Philly. I picked Philly to win, and they dominated 34-7. Not much to say about that game. Arizona's overrated. They need a quarterback bad, and they just traded for AP, so maybe they can pound the ball a lot, but he hasn't really shown anything. I know he hasn't got a lot of opportunities, but he hasn't shown much from what opportunities he has gotten. Jacksonville at Pittsburgh. I picked Pittsburgh to win, and they lost 30-9. Jacksonville is just so up and down. I mean, their defense is consistently awesome, but and Fournette's a beast. And if Fournette can stay healthy and that defense stays healthy, they can definitely win that division this year. But my God, Pittsburgh, what is wrong? I got to think that Big Ben's heart's not in it anymore. Him mulling retirement in the offseason, he looks like he's ready to go yesterday. I don't know what to say, but it's a shame they missed out on some of these young QBs that could draft this past year, but who knows, if this year goes really bad or something, they can still draft one for this upcoming season. There's a bunch of QBs coming out, so. But I think Big Ben's just done mentally and probably physically at this point. Baltimore at Oakland. I picked Baltimore. They won 30-17. I mean, the Raiders made a game of this a little bit for a while, but E.J. Manuel is still E.J. Manuel. Raiders defense played well. Baltimore ran the ball a lot. Nothing really to say there. Got that one right. Seahawks at the Rams. I picked the Rams. They lost 16-10. The Rams had chances to win this game, take lead and stuff, and I still got credit to them. This is a game. They always play Seattle tough, and there's another tough game. They lost 16-10. I got that one wrong. What are you gonna do? I'm still that impressed with Seattle, but Rams have a legitimate shot to make the playoffs this year. The Packers at the Dallas Cowboys. The Aaron Cowboys. What? Oh, sorry, I forgot. I just think that Aaron Rodgers owns the Cowboys because He definitely plays like he does. I feel sorry for you Cowboys fans. As soon as I saw there was like a minute and 10 seconds left and a timeout, I mean, I'm like, oh, well, Rodgers got plenty of time to get in field goal range and probably even score a touchdown. And he didn't even need the full time. He's a beast. I mean, even without Jordan Nelson on that touchdown drive and everything and all the injuries and stuff, he's still Aaron Rodgers. On his way to another MVP consideration. Got that one right, 35-31. It was a great game to watch, and I'm sorry, Cowboy fans, but he's a bad man. That's about that's about the only good thing you'll hear me say about ESPN anymore. Kansas City at Houston. Kansas City won 42-34. It wasn't as close as the score said because Houston was getting, garbage time points and just throwing up freaking prayers and they were getting answered. I mean, Watson looks good and stuff, but you lost J.J. Watt and Merciless for the season in the same game. Your two best defensive players. That's a big blow. You're the only team that had a worse week than you injury-wise with the Giants, but at least they're an 0-5 team. No one really cares about them. Houston has a chance to win that division, and losing your two best defenders for the season in one game, that's rough. But got that one right. Kansas City's legit. Alex Smith is the MVP frontrunner right now, if you ask me, and I guess all he needs is a little fire in his ass, and he's no longer a checkdown artist. He's taking deep shots and stuff, and he's still athletic. Good for him. Minnesota, Chicago, the Snore Fest. That was Monday night game. I mean, it got a little bit exciting in the second half, but I picked Minnesota to win. They won 20-17 on last second field goal. Bradford played. He looked like a statue. They benched him. Trubisky was not great, but it's his first game, and he's going against that Vikings defense. What do you expect? I mean, his touchdown pass was a gift because it freaking hit the defender in the hands and went to Zach Miller. But whatever, I got that one right. I think Trubisky will be fine, but that's a tough place to start, or a tough team to start against for your first game, especially with the lack of weapons they have. San Fran at Indy to end the week. I picked Indy to win, and they won 26-23 in overtime. And Pagano, I say this every week. You're a good person. I'm glad you beat cancer. More power to you. I'm so happy you did. But please stop being the coach of the Colts. Just please. I was at the point where I wanted them to lose this game because I think it'd be a better chance for them to fire Pagano. I'm just so sick of the playing calling sometimes. Thank goodness they finally let Marlon Mack, he's back healthy, and they actually ran him like he should be run. He's a speed back. You run to the outside. You don't run out the freaking middle like he's Frank Gore. They finally used him right. I'll give him that. And T.Y. Hilton balled out, but I'm just so sick of that, especially the defense and that freaking stupid lateral on the punt. Let's give it 13 yards of field position because we're going to run a lateral because we are really good at special teams calls. Even though we ran the worst special teams play in history of NFL, but hey, we got a good track record. 1-7-7, not a good week. Let's just move right on to week 6. Thursday night we got Philly at Carolina. There's a tough one right off the bat. Carolina's playing well. Philly's playing well. I'm a believer right now in Carolina. They shut me out the last couple weeks where I didn't believe in them, but I looked for them to win this game at home. Should be a really good game and should actually be a good Thursday night game for once. It actually has two decent teams on it instead of two, one good team, one bad team, or just two bad teams. Excuse me. Minnesota, Atlanta. Oh no, Miami at Atlanta. Oh, that's even worse. Atlanta. No. Jay Cutler got to win this past weekend. He threw like 20 plus passes, didn't throw for 100 yards. It's just, whew. Sorry Miami, but you got to win this past week. But I don't see you being Atlanta after a bye week at Atlanta. Good luck with that. Green Bay, Minnesota. Green Bay. Minnesota. You got a good, McKinney looked good. Defense is good. O-line's playing better than it was last year, but that whole QB situation and Diggs is banged up. And it's Aaron Rodgers, man. He finds a way to win this game. Detroit, New Orleans. Another tough game. New Orleans come off the bye week at home. They've been playing better before the bye week, the last couple weeks before that. They got rid of freaking Peterson, so no more distractions from him. Look for New Orleans to win this game. Should be a good game. Detroit, they're legit too. They could very easily be undefeated right now, but they had a couple heartbreaking losses, a couple close losses. What are you gonna do? New England, the Jets. Yes, the Jets are 3-2. Yes, the Patriots are also 3-2. And yes, the Patriots could win this game. And it's not going to be close. You had a good run, Jets, but chances are you might win maybe 1 or 2 more games the rest of the season. And you already overachieved, so congratulations to you. But ruining that draft position, I need to get a QB. Unless you want Hackenberg to be it. San Fran, Washington. San Fran is a really good 0-5 team, if you couldn't be a good 0-5 team. But Washington at home after the bye week, look for them to win this game. Chicago, Baltimore. Baltimore, not much to be said there. Chicago, it's Trubisky on the road now against that Raiders defense. Good luck with that. Cleveland, Houston. I mean, maybe Hogan plays this week, and he's definitely looked better than Kaiser. But Houston finds a way to win this game at home. Even without their 2 best defensive players, it's still Cleveland. I thought Cleveland would be better this year, more competitive, but they're still the Browns. Tampa Bay, Arizona. This is a tough game because Tampa Bay has the most inconsistent quarterback in the NFL, but I think Arizona. Yeah, their guy Peterson now, but he's got to get acclimated and stuff. So, and Carson Palmer is just done. He's done. Look for Tampa Bay to win this game. Look for Muscle Hamster to get a lot of work. He looked good last week, but they just didn't give him the ball enough. Rams at Jacksonville. This is a tough one. Jacksonville is so up and down, but their defense is going to keep them in pretty much every game this year. I'm picking the Rams. Should be a good game, but 2 good young backs battling out, Gurley and Fournette. So look for that. That should be good to watch at least. Pittsburgh, Kansas City. Pittsburgh's bad on the road, and apparently bad at home, and Big Ben's just looks done. Kansas City at home. Arrowhead's a hard place to play. Look for Look for Kansas City to win. Chargers at Oakland. Chances are the Carr might actually try to get back this week, and I think even if he doesn't get back, the Chargers aren't good. Took everything they had to beat the freaking Giants without their receiving core. Look for Oakland to win this game and get back off the schneid. Speaking of the Giants, the Sunday night game this week are the New York Giants at Denver. No receivers left versus absolutely the best pass defense in the league, if not the best overall defense in the league. Good luck with that, Eli. It's going to be a long game for Eli. Denver wins that game easily. If the Giants somehow win that game, it's going to fucking snow on Monday then. And end the week, as always, with the Colts game. But this week, it actually ends the week because they play on Monday night. Indy at Tennessee. Luck has been ruled out again. Not really surprised. I had hope for this week, but I'm thinking probably another couple weeks at least away. Is Mariota going to play? He's a game-time decision last I checked. Doing this early in their week, so I don't really know. You know, a lot of things could change in the next few days, but I try to get these videos out as soon as possible. I'm still picking the Colts. I think Castle plays. I think Brissett is better than Castle, but that's not saying much. Brissett has played very well. I gotta give him credit. He's had a couple untimely turnovers, but he's played about as well as anybody could play that's been with the team for just a little bit over a month at this point. I think Brissett finds a way to do enough on offense against a decent defense. I think Hilton, plays well again. Look for the Colts to win this game. Should be a close game. Might not be pretty to watch, but it should be at least a close, good, decent game for Monday night. But if it's Matt Castle versus Brissett, the whole world gets to watch Castle. So have fun with that. But that's all for this week. As always, thanks for watching. I really appreciate everybody takes even a second out of their day. I know the views on these videos have slowly been dying down each and every week, but I'm gonna keep doing it. It's the hell with it, right? It's football, and that's pretty much it. I love you all, and take care.